Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? It is someday. What day is it? It is Friday, December 5th of 2025. We are back for yet another stream. We're gonna go through Advent of Code again. I know, right, Kevin? Why are we here early? What is this? Who is this? I have shit to do today, so we're doing a little bit earlier of a stream. Let me say hi to everyone who's here, and then we'll jump into things. Macapelon was first today. Woos is also here. Oramis, good to see you again. Particularly Pythonic. Hello, hello. Bear 7A. Oh, you don't have to give me a hint on the problem for today. I haven't looked at it. Kevin says I should have saved the beer for today. Went to bed semi-drunk. That's the fun, right? That's the fun of it. Major Tanya's also here. Hello, hello. And Kevin, good to see you, as always. 30 stream streak. What the fuck? What the fuck? God damn. Pandoxer, hello, hello. How you doing? December 5th already. This year's just disappeared. It's kind of true. Ivan's also here. Hello, hello. Finished it for me and it seemed easy. Stop telling me that. I explicitly told you not to tell me that. Why are you telling me that? Ah! That's what happens when you drink an 11% stout 20 minutes before bed. True. True. All right, so we are on day 4, and I'm refreshing this because I gotta. Oh, well, we're gonna do something real quick. That's not the thing I wanted to click on. We're gonna upgrade pre-commit in pre-commit CI. It's gonna take a tiny amount of time because I forgot to do it before stream started. And I really should automate this flow, but I haven't bothered yet. So, web blueprints version. Edit this file, paste in the block of text. No, Copilot's gonna give me a garbage thing. Stop thinking. You would think it would look at the previous commit message and then figure it out from there, but no, fucking garbage. Did I say 4? I meant 5. I meant 5. Okay, anyway, let's get into, well, that's not the right tab. That's also not gonna be the right tab. All right. And we're caught up with SQLite so far, which is fun. Let's get you CD'd as well. CD's nuts. Oh, we've got big number ranges. It sounds like a fun one. Let's look at the actual problem. Advent of cods. Kevin says, so hear me out. Given today's problem, I'm sure we're gonna get a curveball for tomorrow. Well, usually the Saturday problems are quite a ramp in difficulty. So, would not surprise. I'll share it once you're done, unless you're doing Genet. I might do Genet. We'll see. I thought of a joke in my head, but it doesn't work, so I'm gonna ignore it. Saturday ain't we Friday? Today's Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I guess Friday night puzzle is usually the tough one. The first tough one, but we'll see. Spoiled? Okay, what do we got here? Sample inputs. Without even seeing the problem, I'm gonna guess that we need to figure out which of these are included in any of the ranges, which seems really trivial. But surely that doesn't mean, surely it won't be that, right? Okay, let's read the problem. Fresh ID ranges, so these are the fresh ones. 3, 4, and 5 are all fresh. They can overlap. An ingredient is fresh if it's in any range. Yeah, that seems really easy. That seems super easy. Okay, so we need to parse the ranges and we need to parse the things. Surely it won't be that, says Ice Cold Witch. Yeah, it actually just is that. All right, so ranges rest equals s dot split on backend. Call it ranges s because we're gonna actually make a ranges. We probably could do it as a list comp. Well, not quite. For line in ranges s dot split lines, we need to get the two parts out. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a helper for this. Parse, that's not quite right. Maybe I don't have one for these. Yeah, I don't. Okay, that's fine. Split on the dash, ranges dot append, and it's inclusive, so it's actually range int start s, int start end s plus 1. Why did I just like? Man, I wrote that line like I was a fucking LLM. What's going on? And then total. I guess we can just return sum. We can even get functionally with it here. For line in rest.split lines. Oh, press page down. I really wish that button was not there because I never want to click page down and I use the arrow keys all the time. Maybe I should just unbind those keys. Like, when does anyone ever click the page down key? I feel like never. I feel like never, ever, ever. Hey, what's up, JJMC? Copilot is thinking, updating readme.md. Yeah, what a fucking useless ass message that is. Any int line in R for R in ranges. And that should just be it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we can do a little gamble. Physically remove the key. Yeah. I feel like this gamble is kind of trivial because this problem is kind of trivial. The cat plan never uses it. Yeah, I feel like it's sort of a useless key. I do actually use page up and page down in my editor, but I have keybinds for it. And I don't think I would ever use not the keybinds for it. So. Okay, so I want to be really perceptive here for a second. Advent of code this year is only 12 days, which is going to be really unsatisfying if you only get 24 stars a year. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and somebody clip this. I'm going to go on a limb and say that we're actually going to get 25 stars this year so that it's a satisfying number every 4 years. Because it would be really annoying if we only got 24. Maybe that's already in the day one. Maybe it's already in the day one. No, it's not. But I suspect. Yeah, I think day 12 is going to have 2 parts, and then part 3 is going to be, do you have all the stars? Similar to previous years. But either that or I'm wrong, and we're going to have just a really unsatisfying number of stars, which is entirely possible too. AOC submit part 1. It's been really cold here. Really, really cold. And oh no, Vorzerg is gonna lose 10 points. Aw, poor Vorzerg. All right, what's part 2 for today? I'd like to know all of the IDs of the fresh ingredients considered to be fresh. Wait. Ingredient ID is still considered fresh if it's in any range. Now that the second section of the database, the ingredients IDs, is irrelevant. Here are the fresh ingredient ranges. Oh, so it's just like all the possible numbers here. So it's just a range overlapping problem, which we've done before. Which isn't too bad. Yeah, I'm already thinking ahead to like, how am I gonna do this in SQLite? But that's fine. Thank you, particularly Python. I appreciate it. I'm already trying to think ahead to part 2 or to the SQLite solution. So I don't know why I copied it. It's gonna be 14. So we're gonna ignore the second half. So this is essentially an interview question that I used to ask at Yelp. And so we're just gonna implement it as that interview question. The puzzle name is combine business hours. Is what I created my puzzle as, and so we're gonna actually just build the same thing. And the idea from that algorithm is to parse everything, sort it by the start time, and then keep one piece of state as you iterate through and update the end time or add a new value. And yeah. Kevin says it's easy, just realize each range and remove the duplicates. I saw the input and I know that these numbers are absurdly large and contain lots of numbers. So we obviously can't do that, but I actually don't know. The easiest way to just do range is 0. Okay, it's dot start, so we can actually, I wonder if you just sort. Can you just sort ranges? Is that a thing? Are ranges comparable? Range 5, 10, range 0, 4, sure. Oh. But you can't do it like that. Cool. Cool. I think ranges have a len too. Yeah, pretty cool. Kevin says solving admin code in GitHub workflows would be a fun challenge. But wouldn't that just be like bash? Or do you mean like you have to create dynamic workflows? I don't know how that would work. Ooh, a portrait version, Wusa. Neat. Oh, by stealing compute? I mean, I think it's sort of within the I think it's sort of within the realm of acceptable use. Sort of. Range dot sort key equals lambda r dot start. So in my interview question, I usually don't let them mutate the input, but holy hell, my washing machine is making some horrible noises right now. Hope it's okay. So do I do it in place or not? think it's actually easier to build the output. Oh, also I need to click this button here. Make sure that it passed validation. I don't expect it to not pass it. Deploy prod, please. Yes. Okay, so ranges are immutable, right? Okay, bless. Bless. We're gonna do it as this. And yes, well, if there's no ranges, then this problem's wrong. Oh. What was the alarm for? I don't remember. We're gonna do it like this. For other in ranges 1 colon. I said it before, but I love that you use please in the deploy command. Yeah, when the clankers come for me, at least I've been polite. If other dot start in new ranges -1, then new ranges -1 equals range new ranges -1 other dot stop. Otherwise, new ranges dot append other. Wow, the clean version of this. Rarity. And then it's just returns some len. Assuming I did this right. No over. What? What is it saying? No overload of range matches the argument types range and int. Oh, because I needed to do dot start. Thank you, MyPy. Basically, extend the range if it overlaps. And we get the wrong number, of course. Let's figure out why. Let's figure out why. Oh, because probably... I mean, that's one reason why, but... So that's our input ranges. And so... Oh, I summed the wrong ones. I summed the wrong ones. Wow. Wow, good job, us. Box Dancer says, hi, are familiar with entry points. So fortunately, I made a very good video about them. So you should check out this video that I made years ago. But I'm told the content is very good. Having an alarm without a description always dangerous. This one was a timer, so I don't even remember what it was for. What if the clankers think it's passive aggressive though? Then they can fuck right off. Salut Wurzel says having the left side look like some sort of vanilla GNOME color scheme while the right side is Ubuntu color scheme would drive me crazy. This is Ubuntu and this is VS Code. So it's not actually GNOME. But also this isn't the default Ubuntu or the default GNOME scheme. Because I'm using the brighter colors, whereas the default is not. Do I have anything in the oven? I don't think so. It might have been for the laundry, but the laundry's not done yet. So. Are you doing Shanae? Otherwise, I'll share my solution. I might do it later, but we're gonna do SQLite first. But also we need to make sure this works, and we need to do a little gamble. Is this correct? This is literally the interview question that I used to ask. And like the simplest version of it. There's a more gross solution where you don't do this little initialization here. You'll just share mine anyway? Do it. I'll click on it. Wow, we got some no bets today. Who's throwing away their points? Pandoxer says no? Wow. Wow. Well, we'll find out. I say who's throwing away their points, but like... it could be wrong. That'd be embarrassing, right? Oh, it is wrong. Oh no. Embarrassing. Wow, doubters win. Did I submit the right problem? Yeah. Choose outcome, no. Wow. That aged like milk? It did, it did. Okay, did I miss some part of the problem that I didn't read it properly? Probably. It's in any range. Throw away the second part. Oh, yeah, there is a subtlety here. There is a subtlety here. We'll make a little test case that shows it. Oh, my laundry is done now. So my alarm was pretty close. I need to actually move it though. So I will be right back and I will show you the subtlety in a sec. See you then. All right, we're back. So the fun part about this subtlety is this is actually something that I eliminated when asking this interview question because it makes it a little bit harder, which is that you can have a range that completely contains another range. And in this particular case, it will fuck up the output by shrinking one of the ranges. So an easy way to show that is like 1 to 10 and then 3 to 5. Oops, 3 to 5. Oh god. And in this case, it should have 10 things if I can count. but my code will produce 5 as a result. And the fix for it is to change the end to be max. Or that's one of the fixes. The other fix, no, I was gonna say you could change this sort up here, but that doesn't matter. So that should fix that bug. Exclusive says, hey, it looks like you got a big butt, sir. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. How did you know? How did you know? All right, we got second gamble on this one. A rare second gamble. Is this one correct? And that we fixed the bug. Mike was in front of the butt. I know, ruined, right? There's a clip. There's a good clip. I'm not wearing like particularly flattering shorts today, so there is a clip that well, I can let you find your clips. Like your sense of humor. Have a good day. I don't know that I was being particularly funny, but sure, I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. All right, we got a lot of points on yes this time. I don't know if I'm too quick to submit though. Hey, what's up, S1 Cube? Hello, hello. Bop. Okay, we got it right the second time. Good enough. Cabon says, I tried to do today's solution in Rhombus, the new Racket dialect. I don't know Racket either, but gave up when the Racket install Rhombus command was compiling 100 libraries for more than 20 minutes. Yeah, that'll happen, won't it? That'll happen. All right, now Kevin has showed me his genet. I got like a weird, oh right, the weird redirect thing. I guess I can show it on stream. This is just the parsing. Schlurp. Neat. What is this slash? Is that not division? Although this is fucking macro nonsense, so I don't know. It's replace in peg. Terrifying. Why are the ranges called IDs? Oh, never mind. IDs are your IDs. Blah. This is a tuple. There are 2 arguments. I understand now. And this is does this less than or equal to hold? Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Python's range conveniently has an in. Yeah. Nice. Nice. And this is your essentially my max. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Very neat. All right, let's do this in SQLite. I actually think part one actually I think will be pretty easy to represent in SQL, and we'll have like a nice output at the end. Pretty happy about it, yeah. That makes sense. And I knew what he meant. Day 5. Let's do some SQLite. Yes. We knew what you meant, Kevin. I'm typing like a moron, dude. Most people do. It's just the default, right? Classic Kevin. Classic Kevin. All right, so I think this is gonna be parsing. We can do it as 2 separate parses, which probably makes it easier. We can also get really goofy with this. I think we can actually parse this without using a CTE. Yeah. Today sold some of Jenny's belongings to buy more Adderall. I know it's a joke, but it's kind of funny. I think we're gonna try and do part 1 without any CTEs. CTEs being common table expressions, which is kind of the cheese of how computation will work here. So I think we're gonna do it without that. We're gonna cheese it in a completely different way today. This is a CTE, this with recursive thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna do create table ranges, start int, or I'll just say, because I don't know, it might be keywords. And so I think we're gonna cheat with JSON. And a big ol' replace. So we have a string like 1 to 10, 2 to 20 or something like that. And we need to turn that into a table. So what we can do is first put this on the left-hand side and then do replace char 10 with squacket, and of course that works. Do I have the wrong order? Oh, there's no backend, right? So I have to write this as fucking stupid ass input. So pretend like the middle part doesn't look like shit. So now we have this. And actually I think I want to replace it with this. And we'll probably just trim the end so we actually don't have this. And then we'll put this on the front. No, no, not my internet. No, it's been so good for so long. Why? Why? All right, we'll wait for it to come back before I show the rest of this magic. Oh, it's super down. Oh, it's coming back, maybe? Or is Twitch down? No. It says Gmail's not working either. Maybe it'll connect now? No. What the fuck? Discord is down. Gmail is fine though. So that's confusing to me. Oh no, Gmail is not fine? Gmail is not fine. It's pretending to be fine. Fucking liar. Why? Well, at least I'll post in the Discord that my shit's fucked. But I will continue once the internet comes back. Why is it not coming back? I'm gonna click this button. What could go wrong? remote restart of my network. Surely nothing can go wrong with that. So annoying. Well, the YouTube VOD is gonna get some fun B-roll. As usual. Just me being real frustrated. Broadband connection has successfully restarted. Doubt? Oh, it has actually. Maybe if I click this button, then it will reconnect. Are we back? I think we might be back. I think we are back. But this is not back. There we go. We're back, baby! Ormus says, have you ever considered an explains video on how you use SQLite during admin of code? I'm actually planning to make a video on it this year. Assuming I complete all the problems, I will be doing it. Spaceberry, you broke the stream! Hello, hello, Spaceberry. Good to see you again. We're so back. Cursed. Okay, anyway. What I was doing off stream is I have now gotten pretty close to the appropriate structure that I need here. We just need one more replace. With dash to comma. And so now we have our JSON, and then we can do select. What is it? JSON each? No such function, JSON each. What? Is it not what it's called? It is JSON each. Maybe it needs to be JSON. Oh, select value from. Probably don't need double JSON then. It's a table value function, so it has to be a table. Cool. So now we have these, and then we have to do this and value 1. And we have our columns. Hooray. Time for bigger stream streaks. I guess that is sort of cheesing it, isn't it? Hey, what's up, Flesh? Hello, hello. Oh, I forgot to do the prediction. It was yes. It was yes. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna use this pattern to make our ranges table. Insert into ranges. So I know I need this. It's not actually from input, it's from JSON each. And then the big old replace with our concat. So we concat this with replace s char 10 with this. Oh, we probably just write it on one line because it's actually not that many replaces. And then replace dash with comma. And then squackets on the end. And it actually kind of fits on one line, doesn't it? Oh, but we have problem. We have problem. It's not actually S. It's the substring up until that. So if we have I think this is why I did 0 here, even though it's wrong. Yeah. So we actually do need to probably tab this out because this S needs to be a more complicated expression. We don't have trailing commas. Oops. Subster S 0 inster S char 10 pipe char 10. So let's do select star from ranges and see if we got the right value. We'll do small here just to make it easier to debug. Yeah, I already did it in Python. Trailing commas in SQL would be low-key cursed. Well, the nonsense that people do to avoid trailing commas in SQL is I think more cursed. There's this common pattern in SQL to do like select first column and then second column and then third column and then do it like this, which I think looks fucking terrible. But it sort of satisfies the trailing comma thing. So I don't know. The cure is worse than the poison, I think, here. Error near select. Right. I've learned that for some reason, I need 2 parentheses here. But that is not the only syntax error. Correct. There needs to be another parenthesis here. There we go. Okay, we have parsed our ranges. Great. So now we can parse our numbers. Numbers are going to be easier. Numbers are going to be easier. So create table nums and int. We're going to do the same trick. Insert into nums. Although I think there's a CSV parsing too, which actually would be even easier. I don't want to follow tutorial. This shit's always garbage. This shit's always garbage. The CSV virtual table. That requires a file name. That's not what I want. SQLite function list. Oh wait, did I click on one of the shitty tutorial sites? I did. I did. Fuck. So, as an extension of the W3 schools rule, you know what that means, chat. You know what that means, chat. I'll be right back. I'll even give the chair lovers some chair while I go get a beer. There you go, chat. My bad. I'll be right back. Ta-da! 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 Oh, I guess we put it on this screen, so... This is what we're drinking, chat! I guess we can leave it on this while I open it. Such a noob, right? Hey, what's up, Data Dev? Hello, hello. I didn't even know about this rule? Yeah, this is a rule as old as time. If I ever open up W3 Schools or an equivalent shitty tutorial site, I must go consume a beverage. So, cheers, chat. I caught myself. Chat didn't even catch myself. I could have just kept going. No one would have known. Pandoctor says, does SQLite have range types? I don't think it does. Haskell style guides advise this for record syntax, although they support trailing commas. Purely just for the love of the game or the hate of the game. God damn. Same, I think Anthong just wants a drink. It's fucking 11 a.m. It's not drinking time. Kevin says here, you can see me bait Anthong into a beer some years ago. It's true. This was pretty good bait. It's amazing that you put the demo in your README on GitHub. Oh. Fucking good times. Tiny Small 69 says, hi, I've been there. Where's your beer coming from? I specifically put all of my beverages in the basement, so I have to travel further in order to get them. But, yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're going to continue to use site SQLite.org instead to get useful things here. Holy fucking shit. Oh, this is C functions. This is not helpful. Not helpful. This is maybe what I want. This is also not helpful. Whatever. We're just going to do it JSON since I know it's going to work that way. Is there a JSON lines though? Because that would be basically what I want. That would sort of be what I want. but I don't think there is. But what is JSON tree? Ooh, they walk? Oh, you can path them. That's cool. Recursively walk the JSON structure. Oh shit. Wait. This is gonna be... If we ever have to do a... Ooh. This function might be really clutch if we have to do some sort of like graph traversal problem. I haven't even thought about that yet. Imagine that was 5 years ago, right? We're fucking ancient. Soul says SQLite docs are like the Postgres docs. They're great if you already know the answer, but finding out information is almost impossible. I don't know. Some of the descriptions of these are kind of trash. But I find that they're pretty good. But also, like, it's so easy to just try them. It's so easy to just try them. Also, I forgot to delete this bunch of code. We're not using a CT for this one. It's trivial to try them. So what do we gotta do here? We have to... It actually should just be select value from JSON each. Actually, do I even need the double parentheses? I don't know. Let's see if I don't need the double parentheses. I'm pretty sure I do. Due to a weird quirk. Pretty sure it's a little syntax error. Yeah. I do need these double parentheses for some reason. What just happened? A bunch of funny bits just showed up on the screen. What the fuck was that? Twitch is coming up with random shits. I think they're stealing it from the Instagram lives. What the hell? What the hell? You can spam it? Amazing. Terrifying. Trying is almost always easier. Yeah, finding the function names is useful. Okay, so for some reason I need double parentheses here. I'm not gonna worry about it. But that means we have to use double parentheses down here. Okay, select JSON each double parens again. This and replace. We gotta do. We only need one replace on this one. From input. Plus 2, I believe we need here. And we're replacing char 10 with a comma. And do you all fit on one line? I feel like you kind of do. Not really. So that should get us our numbers. Malformed JSON. No. No. How did I fuck up the JSON? Because I replaced it with a dash instead of a comma for some goddamn reason. Hooray! Particularly Pythonic says, will there be a stream adding rainbow brackets / bracket pairing to Babby at some point? Yes, I do want to add bracket pairing at some point. But I have not put any thought into it yet. It's actually not trivial to add bracket pairing because you need to handle like what should this do? Like Does this bracket match this one? I don't think so, but you sort of need to understand the grammar of the language to handle that. So I think it might need to be done some other way. And I know, like, if we trust the scopes, like we could probably trust the scopes of things. Site packages, no, it should be, oh yeah, no, VM share. Oh, it's a very simple language. None of these. Toml maybe? Like there is a specific... Really? There's no matching for... Jesus, what the fuck is this? Oh, verbose regex. Bunch of shitty white space. I thought there was a... Comment... Like there might be fucking TextMate spec for braces. Maybe I could use that, but I don't think my parser my parser interface doesn't expose the syntax tree. So I don't know. I would have to think about it, but I do kind of want it, especially when I was writing Genet and I was like, this is pain. I don't want to have to count parentheses. But yeah, I mean, I could also probably make it good enough and just implement string parsing and just like treat strings as strings. But I don't know. I've thought a little bit about it, but probably not enough to actually do it. Okay. We have our two inputs, so now it's easy. It's select some. Yeah, we can do it some. The extra baller for and do separate rainbows for inside strings. That doesn't sound fun, especially with F strings. Like I think I'm just gonna ignore F string meat, even though it probably could. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it today, so. We're gonna do a terrible subquery? Nah, we should do it as a join. Should do it as a join. But it might interjoin on multiple ranges. So we could do count distinct nums.n. I think that's it. Let's do it on the big input. Yeah, okay, so that's part one. No CTEs involved, which is kind of nice. And I think my query actually seems nice at the end. I mean, honestly, maybe I should do this fucking JSON dance for parsing more than I should do my CTEs. Because honestly, this feels a lot more approachable. I mean, it looks fucking stupid, but I feel like it's a lot more approachable than some of the other attempts I've used at parsing. And even just parsing lines should be easier this way. Perhaps. Okay, but that's part one. Part two, I need to implement combined business hours in SQL. Which shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Can you update a table and have it sort itself? I don't think that's a thing. Like update row ID to make a table sorted. That's fucking bullshit, AI. Fuck out of here. Yeah, because it has row ID. Shut the fuck up, AI, piece of shit. Yeah, you would just create a new table. I mean, that seems like the dumb way to do it. I guess that makes sense. There's no other reasonable way to do this. I dream of a world where SQLite table order is what? Yeah. You know what? We actually don't even need to think about that. When we insert here, we can just sort. Because we have a select. Alright, let's do part two. Part two. I don't quite know how we're gonna do part two though. Order by. Okay. So. Oh, I should do small. Okay, that looks fine. Oops. So they're specifically out of order and then they become ordered, which is good. So it says you may have talked about this in a video, but what's your take on LMs as assistants? I think you can infer that by whether I use them at all. But also I have this absolutely fucking ancient clip. Copilot. That clip is so old. But I think you can kind of figure out on whether I use them at all. Like I think there's some inference that can happen there. Okay, we've sorted these properly. We all know Anthony has a third monitor where he runs all of his L1s. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not just my mostly empty Discord monitor. Inference, you say? It's like the common sense is not very common meme. So we kind of want to make a for loop in a way. So I'm probably going to use a CTE here because I don't. Actually, I have an idea with a self join. I have an idea with a self join. But I'm not sure it's going to work. Also, I've realized that the music has stopped. My thought is I would join the table on itself and select the minimum. Problem is deleting the ranges. Let's just spitball for a sec. Dude, why is Discord not loading for me? Is my internet down? Am I still streaming? Is Discord down? Am I still here? Can someone in chat say hi? Yes, still streaming? Okay. Is Discord down? Yes, Discord is down. Perfect. Inner join ranges on. Ooh, actually, I think I went left outer join, don't I? Rare case. Left outer join ranges. I think this doesn't quite do what I want. It doesn't do what I want at all. What if I remove the group by, what do I get? SQL Dev DBA, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Oh, the problem is that this range overlaps and then this range overlaps, so I need to do it recursively. So that's probably why it's not going to work. I noticed you don't use them. That's why I asked. Yeah. Copilot just fills out the line. If you're too lazy to type the character, is that bad skill-wise? So there's been many studies shown on academics and learning material and the act of writing the notes for something that you're learning versus not writing the notes for something that you're learning, even if you never look at the notes. There's been so many studies that have shown that simply writing, simply going through the motions of taking the knowledge that you're learning and scribing it somewhere significantly increases your ability to learn something. And I'm almost certain the same thing applies to running an LLM. Even if you already knew what it was going to type, the act of typing that out I I don't know if there's any literature on that part, but I do know that there's literature on note-taking and learning. So I assume it applies. But also, I would never fucking do it, so. SQLDevDBA says, hey there, thanks for the stream. Happy to be here with an enjoyable topic. Yeah, me doing terrible things in SQLite. I don't know if that's enjoyable, but I'm having fun with it. David says, when I was in a university, I had one course where a professor said we can have notes on the final exam if they're written, not printed. I mean, yeah, open notes is pretty common. And especially, you know, written notes being allowed versus not is a big plus. I had a course where we could have open notes if it was handwritten or written in LaTeX. Which, like, who the fuck wants to write LaTeX? So it says, yeah, I would turn it off when learning new languages for sure, but for you, do you feel like you're still learning Python syntax such capabilities? No, but I also think I'm faster at typing it than the LM is going to be, so it's not actually going to save me much, but. Lots, Drew, hello, how you doing? LaTeX memories? Yeah, more like LaTeX fucking nightmares. Yeah, so the problem with this is there's actually going to be multiple overlapping ranges, and so doing it the way that I'm doing actually doesn't quite do what I want. Because then I would need to do it again and again and again and again and slowly reduce down the ranges. Oh, but this didn't even do anything. Why did it not pick? Why did it not pick? Oh, I see. Anyway, this isn't gonna work, so we're gonna have to do it as a loop. Do you know about Typest? It's a slightly less scary version of LaTeX. I've heard of it, yeah, but I don't live in academia, so I don't have to deal with it. I'm just gonna write fucking Markdown and call it good enough. All right, I think we have to do CTEs, unfortunately, but is what it is. We're not unfamiliar with them, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. With recursive. How do I want to do this? I think I would need to select the first column. Backup says, hi, quick question, what the fuck? This is the only correct question. This is the only correct question, Backup. Excuse me, sir, what the fuck? We're solving admin of code in SQLite. It's one of my shitty memes. Yeah. Okay, I forget this thing about SQLite. Is row ID start at 1 or at 0? Okay, but Uno reverse. Ah, yes, the shell solutions. Jesus fucking Christ. Isn't using sort cheating? This isn't a shell built in. No, I know, we've had this conversation before. We've had this conversation before. I know. Is SQL even Turing complete? SQLite is. Anything that supports CTEs is Turing complete, and basically every engine does. No, it's called embracing your true potential. True? No one would want to write sort. I guess, wait, are you limiting yourself to bash or are you limiting yourself to bin sh? I guess because this is a bashism, so I think you're limiting yourself to bash. Core utils usually? Yeah, core utils and not POSIX shell. That seems fair. POSIX shell fucking sucks. Screw that nonsense. It's pretty good though. I like this. Kevin says dinner is ready. Sounds good. Sounds good. You're on bleeding edge bash. Oh, you're on good bash. I did do a shell one, I think this year? No, not 2018. 2019? I think I did one bash one. Which day though? Bash. Oh, day 3. Not golfed at all, but in fact, it might have been even readable. It's been fucking 6 years since I looked at this, so who knows? Yeah, I even have error messaging for like usage. Wow. I made a grid. Wow, look at this. And it actually doesn't read that horribly. You're on 5.3. Nobody's on 5.3. Nice, nice. I mean, I feel like this is fairly readable bash. Like, it's not actually that different from the Python solution, I think. And then here's the part 2, which is similar. Honestly, the same. Probably minor differences, but. Mini Jacob says, after watching your videos / streaming for years, my take on LMs will never be useful to you because you have very high standards when coding. Yeah, that's pretty true. Foster says, I had a coworker that would play too much code golf. His entire code would always be golfed. So fucking annoying. Oh no. Becom says, you laugh at my core utils, but you won't be laughing when I pull out GNU Factor one of these days. What is that? Is there a... Prints the prime numbers. Oh shit, I didn't know that's a thing. Unix and Linux Stack Exchange. Is there a practical use for the GNU Factor command? Ah, we have changed the Babby theme. Look at this. We now have Black Lambda. Thank you, Macapelon. Your LCM implementation. That's amazing. Holy shit. God damn. I love it. It's so good. Even piping it to BC. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. Amazing. I love it. Okay, let's return to terrible SQL. So what? How do I want to represent this? There are a few head scratchers in core utils. Yeah, core utils is kind of a weirdo. Oh, we were gonna figure out whether create table what x. Ah, SQL tables are 1 indexed. Okay, good to know. Like tsort? Perform topological sort. There's a topological sorter in core utils? What the fuck? Super useful for advent of code. By the way, Bcop, I'm drinking a beer because I accidentally clicked on not this page, but one of the garbage tutorial sites similar to W3 schools, but for SQLite. And there's a rule in my channel where I think it was SQLitetutorial.com, which is similarly garbage, but Geeks for Geeks, the equivalent sites. I have a rule where if I open one of those pages, then I must consume a beverage. And so I fucked around and found out today. Okay, so. What am I doing? Day 5. We're trying to implement this loop, basically. And I actually think it's not that difficult to do. The problem is going to be filtering out the ranges at the ends after the CTE runs. I think we can just do this. But now I need to remember the syntax for the rest of CTEs because I look it up every time. With recursive as this select star from NN limit 5. We'll do that. Select row ID 1 and then select S from ranges where row ID got our base case here. Actually, I can just do row ID SE from ranges where row ID equals 1. Instead of these subqueries. Where? Why did it highlight that? Weird. I think I know how I will make this work, which is fine. Haskell syntax highlighting? Maybe. Okay, so ooh, but the row ID starts at 0. We actually want it to maybe start at 1. No, this will be fine. It'll just be kind of gross. So NN-RID is first, so NN.RID plus 1. Super fucking easy there. Select S from ranges where row ID equals NN.RID plus 1. Oh, we're gonna have to write this real gross. Rangs. Shows the color for record member access. I mean, it sort of is that, so. Oh, this is super gross. Because we have this plus 1 all over the place. When I could have a single plus 1 here and eliminate all of these plus 1s. Also, this is not correct. What am I doing? I could do it that way. No, I'll just do it this way, and maybe I'll think about adjusting it once it works. Okay, so that's the start, and we gotta do the end as well. This should be E. But actually we need another case in here. There's a gray background variant if you're not a fan of black terminals. It's fine, it's whatever. Case nn dot E is less than or equal to select ranges. I think that's it. To get our ranges, so of course, we have a trailing comma, which is not allowed in SQL. Okay, so we end up with row ID 1. We get 1014, then 1018, then 1020, and then a null. Why do we get a null? Why do we get a null? Is that a problem also? Nope. It is not a problem. All right, and so then it's just select nn.s max nn.e. Do I even need this case then? I do need the case then. Because otherwise it might not get the overlap correct. Yeah. So this is our new ranges. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And we don't need this table, but I already wrote the table, so. Sum nn.e or e minus s for 4 from new ranges. That number's not right at all. Oh no, it is right. Because of this here. 10 plus, oh, plus 1. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong, and then if we remove this, we should get our test value, which is 14. And it is indeed 14, and if we big input this, and we remove this, we get that number, which is 8258295736104. Correct. Now it's just sorry I gotta leave. The sequel is scaring me. We're done with it. We're done with the stream because we got there. We got there. Now the question is, do I adjust the RID to not have all these plus ones? Because I kind of like it not doing that. What if we say NRID and we remove all the plus ones? But we gotta change it to, oh, not what I wanted. Yeah, that seems slightly better. It seems slightly better. Cool. Very cool. Hey, what's up, Kexit? And I got shit to do today, so unfortunately, hello, goodbye, Kexit. But we have done day 5 in SQLite as well. Oh shit! Bcop's pronouns works. SMH no update. Oh yeah, I haven't. I'll review. Well, you know what? We'll review your pull request since we're here. We will review the Kexit pull request. Please, the QWERTY Murican. Is this so you can get it back down to 69 lines? Is this what this patch is for? No, but it's plus 36 minus 7. There's no way you're getting to 69. Docstring shouldn't be single quotes, but also we don't need docstrings. We don't need these at all. We don't need docstrings. Fuck out of here. We don't write docstrings here. I don't own this code. What the fuck you mean I don't own this code? Close pull request is not. Close this pull request. Caseful. Don't you want lower? Anyway, I'd remove the docstrings. I don't think you want casefold. But what the fuck do I know? Anyway, close enough. I'm gonna end stream. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/anthonywritescode. Which apparently YouTube today thinks I should look at the Python 3.14 highlights. It's a pretty good video though. It's a pretty good video. Let me have my streak first. Get it out. Get it out, Kexit. Get your streak. If you missed any part of the stream, those end up on the VODs channel. That's at anthonywritescode. Oh, no, I don't ever want to use the fucking AI nonsense. At anthonywritescode-vods. Yeah, I may have ruined your streak, Kexit, or my internet may have ruined your streak. So the great purge of no, my streak is fine. It's 14, waiting for it to be 15. It may never get there. My internet may have ruined it because it did go down today. It went super down today. But anyway, join the VODs channel. Join the VODs channel. I mean, do that too. But also join the Discord. Thank you all for stopping by. It's been a good one. I'll see you around. Ah, you did get it. Okay, so data here. My internet going down does not break the streaks. So cool. All right, have a good one, chat. I'll see you around. Peace.